Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the rootclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raton Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Louisiana's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Gives it on the option. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So FIU's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. FIU pushing tempo.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got his man on the outside.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 2nd and goal for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida International! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Matthews. That'll be good enough for a 1st down, they'll mark it at the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. FIU will line up to punt. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his man, it's Matthews. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Great move. Now he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field.
They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. To the air on second down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Hunt is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Whitted. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense, got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the DB right with him to knock it away. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the Headed to the end zone. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to throw again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Handoff from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. FIU pushing tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. They're going to run it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
FIU will line up to punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Pulls it in. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They kick it away on fourth down. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Goes to the option. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. On third down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Whitted. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Turns it loose deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Raging Cajuns are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Buys a little time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. Fitted in the window for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback, because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Raging Cajuns will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. FIU pushing tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He's got his man across the middle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Just keep swinging it. He's got the back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They boot it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They go to the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. FIU will line up to punt. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah. The Florida International offense is back on the field.
After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Makes the grab over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll do it himself. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Line getting set on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Whitted. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Cajuns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. FIU pushing tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They boot it away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Matthews. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the jets, making the big play.
Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they go back on top.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. FIU pushing tempo.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll leave it with him. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. ground with the counter. Finds a little space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Nice move there. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Reads it, fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's coming out of the end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And that's another FIU.
The snap sets up to throw. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down. They want to throw it.
4th and goal now in the fourth quarter.
They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a fourth down sack stops this drive cold.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Raging Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. It's a draw. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.